Hello everybody, it is the end of the week. It's been a little bit of a dry time in the world of Marvel Contest of Champions, but we are 7 days away from a Kabam live stream, so hopefully there's going to be a lot more things to find out in the future. New features, not just about like endgame content, but hopefully new things that are coming for the future. We begin with a reminder about the love-based events, Love is a Battle Realm, your stores that are still there at the moment. If you are looking to pick up something, you could get something nice, you could get something that's a bit too pricey and expensive. I'm looking at you, Tier 7 Basic, 20,000 in order to form. I think people would largely take that 20,000 units and use it in something like Epic of Pain. Or do something else. I mean, like, you can grab whatever you like. There is some good stuff there, but it's not exactly the kind of pinnacle of things in the world of Marvel Contest of Champions. And hopefully in the new year, this year, by the way, that we see by the end of it, some decent deals for July 4th deals, and as well Cyber Weekend. You can see all the lovely stuff that is on screen right now, and whether or not you think it's lovely or not. Now let's talk about Ares. You might be like myself, we've done one run of Epic of Pain. You might want to do several more, and that's definitely what I'm doing. I'm definitely trying to like enjoy myself a bit more in MCOC, but like taking my time with stuff, especially as I get kind of settled in with a new job and things like that. But I did notice the issue that a lot of people that have done Epic of Pain have realized, and that is when it comes to the final phase of Epic of Pain. On that final phase, there is the problem. As it says here, as it says, when you enter the fight, he loses 1 charge, but he hasn't been losing charges. For reference, I took the Nebula path, so not sure if there's a no, it's definitely not a node. But yes, he hasn't been losing when you enter into the fight a charge. Of course, depending on how you want to take it on, whether or not you're intercepting or you're trying to evade, of course, his special attacks. Less on that. Less on that. Anyway, frustrating. Compensation needed, required, and coming soon. The answer is indeed yes. Apparently, this is one of the reasons I've kind of like delayed a little bit, because there was no word about fix, but then it is definitely a bug that needs to be fixed and should be fixed by the time you see this video. The biggest update on this is coming from Kabam Rex. Of course, we know him as Karate Mike. Anyway, hello folks. The bug in Ares final phase was fixed and pushed live yesterday. There was a bit of rumor, because like people were saying, oh, you know, in Daddy Longlegs' live stream, there was information that, as much as it's kind of like it's good to get that info there, it's like there's always, you know, you need to hear from when it's actually fixed. Not, oh, it's going to be fixed. Great, it's going to be fixed. But when? Especially because people need to kind of assess it. And of course, the team is currently discussing potential compensation for the issue, and what that compensation will be, you just don't know. A couple of revives and health potions, probably. More for people that explored it. Highly likely if you've had to face it 6 times. But you just don't want it to cost you like extra when you could be using more revives, or you could be using your revives. I mean, look, if you got compensation, you're going to be like, well, I don't need revives and health potions now. Like, what am I going to do with that? You don't get refund of units. So there's, we'll have to kind of wait and see for that. But that's the kind of like most like update on this, especially for those that want to go back in again to do it because you like pain. Oh, forgot to let you know, there is a will run for a donut. Of course, it's done amazing help for the community in going through these saga incursions and helping out just players, like go like do a kind of a tandem, a team version of taking it, as opposed to it being like solo. So if you want to be carried through the there, you can go for the sign up sheet. I'll put a link in the description. You just need to kind of click and do it. And he's been doing like just great service. Honestly, it's such a great service to see, like helping out players. Even today, early on today. Not like, I think time frame wise, it's like, yeah, whatever it is. Anyway, yeah, so he's kind of like got a sign up sheet. I don't know if there's any spaces, but he's been definitely helping out so many people if you're looking to get that saga incursions done. So shout out to Will Run for a Donut. And yeah, go and check out the link in the description if you do want to be taken through that, because you're trying to do something with saga incursions. So for those that want to get or have got or have had the issue when it comes to the deathless piece selector, you know, when you selected it, it wouldn't allow you to select the piece that you wanted to, or it resulted in you choosing a certain piece and you had that kind of flickering, flashing screen, which made the game generally unplayable, something that Kabam, and we've been covering for weeks, that it's been like just they're looking into it type narrative without there actually being any substance to the end result. And we're now coming into the end of everything, this saga, I think it is. Yeah, this saga, and also this update. In fact, we've got 10 more days. I actually think it might be a little bit, no, 11 more days. And the point you see in this video, obviously time is a construct. You can see here it's 12 days, but by the time you see this video, it could be 11 days. Then the next day it's going to be 10. Sunday it's going to be, you get the idea. Time is kind of up with it, and of course time is coming up with any kind of like events. So what is happening with getting those deathless pieces or that deathless piece issue? Well, the most up-to-date thing that we had at the time was, it was, as we said, being dealt with. What is happening? Well, the biggest or kind of closest update we've had, and why some people have kind of not been able, either not claiming, I don't want these rewards to expire, but I also don't want my game to be bugged for the foreseeable future. The kind of update on this is as follows. Checking on the status of this, but last time I checked, I believe the issue with the selector was fixed such that it should not cause issues for those that weren't experiencing the issue already. Okay, but for those who are already experiencing the flashing, the team is working on a fix. But I believe I mentioned this in a previous thread. Definitely threw it up on the Trello board, not meaning that as a dig or anything, just wanting to confirm it's been on our radar. Checking with the team to see if I can get a status update, if it's definitely something we are aware of and working on. Well, I hope you're aware of and working on it. And I meant it against this saying having the flashing would still be happening, that I shouldn't start happening. It shouldn't start happening to anyone new while they work on a fix for the currently affected. It has started doing it this week, though. Let me know. So yes, if you're still experiencing the issue, I don't know, maybe it's been dealt with, maybe it's been not, especially if people are kind of waiting for it. This is an example here. In my case, that problem still persists. We will wait anxiously for the correction. But in any case, watch out for collecting the vision and ghillie pieces, because they could be bugged. Don't know if that, I would assume it's been resolved, but it's again the flickering stuff that some players are still experiencing. We'll probably wait until the next update and it'll be gone. Let's now talk about missing units. Well, kind of. We know that the Lunar New Year event was not going to be an event. Kabam said on January 30th, the Lunar New Year event had gotten stale over the years. This year we've decided to mix things up a bit and celebrate some different events. Don't worry, the rewards, especially the units, will be included in the rewards in these other events. Now, nothing was actually kind of confirmed as to what that would be, and more mysteries might be revealed. We might find out something next week as to some new thing happening. Maybe we won't. I don't say that in a coy way, like I know. I'm saying it in a way that next week is the Kabam live stream, you know, when they announce things, and we go either, yay, good month is upon us, or kind of like, meh, month is upon us, or I guess that's the thing, month is upon us. You react how you want to react to things. But where are those missing units? Well, we're still not really established what kind of events are coming on for the future, and Kabam definitely haven't kind of put them into different things in general. I was expecting a super daily event buff or kind of like addition, rather than what we see on screen right now. This right here, I thought they were gonna, from the way they described it, I think even Kabam Crash described it when he was putting like some responses, that we would, or even, I think he maybe said on a live stream, but maybe that was the indication. It was more of a UI based improvement as opposed to an actual buff to the rewards that you get from it in general. And I'm not saying that's where you might see the units, I'm just saying that, like, you know, there's the future events. Do they look glimmering gold and beautiful? Yeah, that's the unlikelihood we've got. And Kabam confirmed, well, once we figure out whose they are, we can include them in an event. But until then, we've got to sort this out. So maybe even Kabam haven't decided like what event these are going to go into. And yeah, like Rex says, a unit budget allotted to the Lunar Year event will be used in other events in the game. There isn't going to be a hey, this is the new unit event where you. I love that actually. We need this. Like, if Kabam are like watching this or want to do something funny, do something like Deadpool or Platinum Pool does an event type thing. Hey, this is the new unit event. The unit event. Imagine doing something like that. Do it, Kabam. It will be funny, like an April Fool's type thing. Actually, no, because then you'd have to make it as a joke. Make units available in this kind of way. Where you see direct one-for-one unit comparison. Crash meant that the units aren't being removed, they're just being moved in different directions that you will also receive as a time goes on. I think that's a no-brainer. I think we kind of understand. I mean, I understood that. I was like, okay, this is going to go into like, yeah, like I just mentioned there, like a Platinum Pool type event. Platinum Palooza, that event, that arena is normally when you see these, like, we haven't seen a Platinum Palooza in a long time. Where you get Fool's crystals, or whatever it is, and they kind of have a chance, the condom crystals that you get units in. I think they'd probably kind of do something like that. Anyway, before the thread kind of descends into anarchy and weirdness, yeah, that is what's happening with that. For anybody curious as to where their units might be from the Lunar New Year event that's supposed to be repurposed somewhere else. And we end the show on a bit of fun and a bit of happiness and a bit of joy. So one great thing is seeing this right here is Darth says, I've been playing this game for over 2 years and I've managed to pull a Hercules as a 6-star. Today I opened 2 6-star crystals and they were both Hercules. This might be the weirdest thing that happened to me in the game. I am really glad it happened though. And you know what? That is nice. That's the nice feeling, the warm fuzzy feeling that you need going into your weekend. A bit of luck from Darth Bane and his multiple Hercules that he opened up in one go. And sometimes when you're looking to get a champion to make a difference, which I was hoping for in my recent 7-star opening, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. And yeah, it was good to see that someone's had a bit of luck, and also good to see some fresh players-ish, 2 years fresh into the game. It's kind of nice. Anyway, that has been the MCN for today. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you're doing and whatever you got planned. I'm clearing out the garage, so I won't be doing much Epic of Pain. Anyway, on that note, have a lovely day, weekend, and whatever, and I'll see you all on Monday for some more MCN, but we'll be also doing some other videos over the weekend as well. And bye.